So how did it happen, America? How did the President of the United States die? Who's responsible? Well, I'll tell you the truth, America. We're responsible. All of us. Every man, woman, and child living in this great nation. The forces of darkness came knocking on our doors, and we did nothing to stop it. They say the meek shall inherit the earth, but as we all know, America, only the strong survive. And we, sadly, were not strong enough to protect our president. It's our burden of shame, our cross to bear, which is why, America, we need to stop these petty squabbles and breaking into separate factions and join together as one race, one voice, one enclave. Greetings to all my fellow patriots out there in the wasteland. My name is Alan Morgan, and you are listening to Enclave Radio. Let's discuss current events, shall we? Ammunition continues to flood into the East Coast, thanks to a chemical cesspool known as the Pit. It seems somewhat of influence in the region has managed to get the steel mills up and running again. Way to go, guys. In a related story, the Emergency Congress will meet later in the week to vote on allocating resources for an expeditionary force to establish contact with leadership in the pit and offer them all the benefits and hospitality the Enclave offers. There is still no evidence about the mysterious object that was observed falling from the sky 3 years ago. Enclave scientists speculate it was a malfunctioning orbital platform, likely of communist construction, that simply fell out of orbit. To those who have pointed out that nothing that big is documented in historical records, Enclave officials have stressed that despite our vast technological superiority over those godless Reds, it's entirely possible that something was snuck into orbit without our knowledge. Tribal villages from Point Lookout to the Mesa Verde have far more primitive and far more humorous viewpoints. Caesar's Legion is massing along the Colorado River for a push on the NCR-held Hoover Dam. Enclave military strategists speculate that the Legion will overwhelm the NCR forces and seize the dam. Caesar is on record as stating that all advanced forms of technology are off limits, so it's highly likely he will destroy the dam once across. As to the possibility of Enclave military intervention to save the dam, officials have said no comment. Finally, the Emergency Congress has voted today to extend their emergency powers and to not hold a presidential election until the current crisis has passed. According to one congressman, they had a civic duty to ensure that the Enclave leadership and vision remained consistent in these troubled times, and maintained that Enclave personnel have more important things to worry about than who to vote for. You heard it here first, America. Our nation is in great hands with men like that at the helm. God bless America. My name's Alan Morgan, and you are tuned in to Enclave Radio. Let's talk about government, shall we? It's not an easy concept to talk about, especially not when most people are struggling day to day just to survive, but I still feel it's a subject that needs to be addressed. For instance, there are a lot of choices out there for your average wastelander to feel that they don't owe the United States anything. They weren't born into the United States, they were born into the wasteland. And why should I give my allegiance to the Enclave when the new California Republic is there invisible? Or why should I give my allegiance to the Enclave when Caesar's Legion has just invaded my home village, burned and crucified everyone, and, set me up as a legionnaire? Or why do I even need a government? Me and my friends have formed a gang, we have guns, we're hitting caravans. Why do we need anything more? These are actually all very good points and very good questions, and I'd like to address them all in reverse order. First off, those of you who have a couple of buddies and a couple of functioning guns and are just parading around the wasteland doing whatever you'd like, you need to stop. Now, some people would say you need to stop because your activities are disrupting trade and impeding the return of civilization. I'm not a bleeding heart. I'm not gonna tell you that. It's a simple matter of life expectancy. If you've got a couple of guns and leather armor and you're holed up in a little shack, it's only a matter of time before someone gets pissed off, kicks down your door, and gives you a shotgun blast to the face. That aggression, that desire to shoot other people, would be far better served in the service of your country. The Enclave can use people like you. Find your nearest representative and sign up. In regards to the Legion, I'm not going to address them directly because none of them listen to the radio. Why? Because they're all a bunch of savages. I mean, they enslave all their women